That's right, YieldMax Group D announced their distributions today, and also the YieldMax Target 12 announced as well. Stick around, we're going to go through those. Hello my friends, this is Legend. So YieldMax Group D announced their distributions today, and in Group D will be AIYY, AMSI, APLY, DISO, MSTY, SMCY, WNTR, XYZY, YQQQ. And then also the weekly pairs, which will be CHPY, GPTY, LFGY, QDTY, RDTY, SDTY, ULTY, YMAG, and YMAX. In addition, they also announced the distributions for the Target 12 ETFs. And in the Target 12 ETFs, we have BIGY SOXY and RNTY. So we're going to go over those and see what the payouts were. Okay, so let's just start right off with YieldMax Group D payouts here, and we'll start off with the weeklies. And it looks like CHPY pays out 34 cents, GPTY pays out 29 cents, LFGY 46 cents, QDTY 23 cents, RDTY 21 cent, SDTY 21 cent, ULTY 9 cents. I tell you what, that one just sticks around that 9 cents, doesn't it? We got YMAG at 20 cents, YMAX at 17 cents. I've got YMAX, and I'm not too upset over 17 cents. AIYY with 32 cents, AMZY 59 cents, APLY with 31 cents, DISO with 55 cents. MSTY with $1.47. We knew that one was going to be a little lower this round. My guesstimate was about $1.30. So I'm happy that we at least got higher than my guesstimate. It's not much higher, but I'll take the $1.47, especially with the pullback on Bitcoin a little and MSTR. So we still got that 85% distribution rate on MSTY. So I'll take that with a smile. SMCY, $1.57. Nice. 99% distribution. Now check out Winter. Winter killed it, didn't it? With a $3.07 distribution. Nice. With 104% distribution rate. Got to be happy about that if you are in Winter. And of course, that's so high because it has been pulling back, and Winter shorts MSTR. So that's why it got so high, because there has been a pullback on MSTR. XYZY with 87 cents. Whoa, nice. That's 109% distribution rate. Way to go. YQQQ with 26 cents. So I think it's pretty easy to see with that pullback on MSTR and Bitcoin that WNTR Winter looks like it beat out the others with a $3.07 distribution. Very, very, very nice. Now all these will go X tomorrow on June the 5th, and then they will pay out on Friday, June the 6th. Next week will be Group A with the normal weekly payers, along with CRSH, FEAT, FIVY, GOOY, OARC, Snowy, Tesla, TSMY, Zomo, and YBit. So now let's just go ahead and check out the Target 12 and see what they paid out. Okay, so here we are on the Target 12 ETFs. And those Target 12 ETFs have BIGY, RNTY, and SOXY included in those. And it looks like BIGY will be paying out 48 cents. RNTY is going to be paying out 52 cents. And SOXY will be paying out 47 cents. As you can see, the distribution rate here is right at that 12%. and that is their goal, right? Because as it states up here, it says the fund seeks to generate income with a 12% target annual income level. So they are keeping within that distribution rate of 12%. Now these three did go X today on June the 4th, and their pay date is on June 5th, which is tomorrow, Thursday. So if you have any of these, the payout will come tomorrow. Now, depending on your broker is when they will actually show up in your account, and that just depends on your broker and who you use. Seems to be different depending on which broker you do use. And that goes the same with the YieldMax Group D ETFs as well. All of these high yield ETFs can take a few days before it shows up into your account. So all that was pretty nice. I mean, there's some good distributions out there. I was happy to see that MSTY did pull out about $1.47. Considering the pullback, I think we did pretty good. Now, of course, if you had winter, which is shorting the MSTR, then you just raked in the money this pay period. So congrats on the ones who have winter. Let's just slide over to the Webull chart and let's see how MSTY did today. Okay, so here we are on the Webull chart, and as you can see, I've got MSTY pulled up here, and we did have a little bit of a red candle today with some red volume. Now, the momentum did still decrease a little bit. It did not increase on that negative side. It actually decreased just ever so slightly. As you can see here, this one's showing about negative 0.27. And this one's showing a negative 0.23. So it did move toward the positive side of that negative momentum. So it did decrease some of that negative momentum, which is good. But as you can see, the RSI, we did move down just a little bit. And because we had that red negative candle up here on the chart. And actually, it just looks like we kind of gave back what we earned yesterday. And we can see that as well on MSTR. So let's just slide right over and see that. And there it is. Here's yesterday's candle, nice big green candle. We were happy about that. And then today we did pull back some and basically gave back what we gained. But the same here is that momentum, negative 5.88, and this momentum is negative 5.24. So as this keeps decreasing, if it can continue to decrease, then we hope to start seeing this to move on up. Now, this could trade sideways a little bit, or it could start moving on back down, and to see if we can retest this bottom where it bounced previously right here, and that bottom being 358.50 on MSTR. So if it comes on down, we might be testing that. And then of course, the support line underneath that one would be 343.59. So I think we're really just a little bit in an indecision because we had that nice move up and then we just basically gave back what we earned yesterday. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Does it continue that down, or do we continue by gaining back what we just lost today and kind of start trading sideways a little bit? Because we don't really have a lot of momentum here. It's not necessarily building. It is slightly decreasing, but not much. The volume here is pretty low, and of course that RSI is somewhat flat to moving down just ever so slightly. And then we can take a look here at Bitcoin, and as you can see, this is why, of course, MSTR was down, is because Bitcoin came down a little bit. We had a high of about 106K and a low of about 104.2K, and we're currently sitting at 104.8K. Now, I've still got my box here of the buyers, of where I believe those buyers are because of where that volume is over here. And we'll see, do we get into this area and then get a bounce back up, or have they exhausted those buyers and we start coming on down? Only time will tell. As you can see here, the momentum I mean, basically kind of flat right here as far as the momentum bars, kind of flat. I mean, it is decreasing from the negative side, so therefore it is moving up a little bit, but just not much. It is really just kind of trading sideways. But we will see what time brings us. Do we come into this buy area and pop up, or do we fall on down and start testing our supports down here? We shall see. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button. It'd be much appreciated. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. And until next time, legend out.